Well guys, it's finally here. It's the day we've all been waiting for. We're going to fill up our outdoor tubs today. I can't wait. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so first of all, let's jump outside and we'll take a look at the tubs and we'll talk a little bit about why you would want to do summer tubbing, and then I'll let you know the 8 things we've got lined up for these outdoor tubs. Let's go. Okay, so here we have my 8 outdoor ponds. As you can see, I've got a few different plants going on in each. It's really just an experiment. Why would you want to use outdoor tubs? And you can just get a zoom in. I will show you exactly why. If you can see that little squirmy fella, that is what's called a mosquito larvae, and that's just one of many different types of live foods that appear in outdoor ponds. And as a result of all this readily available live food and just constantly having access to live food and sunshine, vitamin D, you'll notice that the fish that you put in an outdoor pond will be way more colorful, way more healthy, and the breeding will just be going nuts on any outdoor pond you do. So as you can see, these ones here, they're nothing too special. They're just olive barrels that I've cut in half. You get 2 ponds out of each, and really cheap, cost effective, and easy to do. And then all I've done is got a hole saw, cut an overflow in it, stuck a bit of sponge in there so our fish don't go flying out when it rains. And then on top of that, we've got a DIY lid which will go on top. That just stops dragonfly nymphs getting in, which do predate on your fish. So super simple. As you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to fill up today. I've already caught all the fish, so let's go back and talk about what I've decided to put out here. Okay, so now that we've seen the ponds, we're going to talk about what I'm going to put out there. First one here is a little bit time sensitive, so I'm going to show you this first, quickly chuck it out in the pond, and then we'll get talking about the other ones that I've got bagged up. This here is a spawning mop. Let me see. Are you going to be, yeah, so there you can see this spawning mop here, and we'll get rid of that snail, is full of Bozeman or Bozeman rainbow fish eggs. So there's a ton of eggs in there, so I'm literally just going to chuck this mop out, and we'll see if we can raise up some Bozeman fry the easiest way in history. If you're not aware, Bozeman rainbow fish, and any rainbow fish really, are notoriously difficult to raise up because they demand a lot of small feedings. So hopefully this works, and I have a hunch that it will. So I'll just go put this out now before the eggs dry out too much, and then we'll talk about the other fish that I've been catching out. Okay, so the next fish here that I've caught out this morning, and I think will do really well in the pond here, ones that we've talked about on the channel a fair bit before. These guys are pygmy cories. So I've got about 10 pygmy cories. Even though they're in a bag, I didn't just buy them. I've had them in here for a while now, and figure they're cool enough fish. We can try and make more of them, and I'm sure they'll do well with the summer outside. So I'll put the pygmy cories outside. Also, while we're talking about rainbow fish, we do have my pair of Pracox rainbow fish here, or the dwarf neon rainbow fish, as you can see, boy and a girl. So I'm going to put the pair out here. That's what I had the 3 spawning mops in that tub for, because I'm just going to chuck in a bunch of spawning mops with this pair and see what happens. But I have heard that Pracox can colony breed, so we're going to put that theory to the test. We'll try some Pracox out there as well. We're also going to put out a couple of different types of Medaka rice fish. That's a Japanese rice fish. We have here the Yuhiki Medaka rice fish. They're sort of a caramelish color with a nice bright blue eye. And then we have a fish that I've done last year as well, and most of the winter. We have my platinum rice fish here. Beautiful fish, and as you can see, we've got quite a few more of those. So these 2 rice fish will go out to a pond happily now. We have the 3rd rice fish that I've got. These are red and white rice fish here. They just have splotches of red and white. And then we have a fan favorite from last year. We have my, where are they? My honey blue eyes in there as well. So we've got 5 honey blue eyes to go out. So we'll drop those out. And last but not least, I think you guys know me well enough by now to know that we definitely have some celestial pearl danios headed out to a summer tub. So they're the last ones we got, and we'll go chuck those out now. I'll talk a little bit about what you want to be mindful of when you're putting fish in an outdoor pond. Okay, so as you can see, I've got all the bags floating now in the outdoor ponds, and one thing you want to be careful of in particular is if you do it on a really sunny day, these bags are going to heat up really quickly. So don't acclimate them as long as you normally would for indoors. So for me, I'm just going to do it for 10-15 minutes here, because otherwise the bags will just heat up too much and you won't have a great acclimation anyway. Other than that, of course, we spoke earlier, you want an overflow, and if you are in an area that is prone to dragonflies, you will want to put a lid on. There can be pluses and minuses to putting a lid on. For example, you will get less bugs and things flying into the water feeding your fish, but yeah, last year I had a fair bit of predation by dragonflies, so I'm definitely going to put that in this year. Some great plants that work really well in ponds, any floating plant really. Lilies, of course. Got some canna lilies here. They don't look too good because obviously they're just coming back after winter, but anything is going to go really well in an outdoor pond. And then the other thing is I've got a shaded area here, so they're not in full sun because it gets quite hot here eventually, so I want partial shade, and that should help to regulate the temperature as well. So there you go, guys, we finally got some fish out in the outdoor ponds. I can't wait, and fingers crossed we have a good summer and we have plenty more when it comes time to bring them in. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, it always helps me out to smash like, hit subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.